would we ever use Miles Youngblood?
His brother.
Yeah,
Dason.
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 It's Dason.
Dason.
It's Dason.
Hey,
I didn't.
Josh, Mom said if we leave right after the game,
I didn't.
Oh, are we live? Check 1 2 1 2.
Let's pretend we're doing
We
things that we
are
want to.
live.
I don't know how to mute myself.
No, you just turn them down. But they're at a good level right now. Talk. Go
Hey.
check. No,
Check.
Yeah. Oh, check. We might want to go down just a little bit. Talk. Check. Right there. Check. I'm gonna be right there. Go.
Check.
Check a little
Alright.
bit more.
I'm just gonna take
Check. Juggada. We like to party. We like to party. I just made up a song in 1 second. Did you like that song? We like to party.
Is it true that I stopped
Muted them.
times in multiple? Yes.
check, 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 chinka, chinka, bing, bong.
Chicka-licka-ding-dong. Here
Check,
we
check,
are.
check, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1,
Check.
check, 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 1, 2, 1, 2.
Bucket for
Wow, that is a
Bingham.
plumber's crack I see.
Butt
From that
crack.
guy.
What a guy.
Check, 1, 2.
You want a Bingham roster or not?
Yo, yes I do. Please, thank you.
I'm gonna set the PG one.
You gonna set my levels up just one titch?
Titch?
Check, 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 1, 2. There
Better?
you go. Yep.
Better? How am I? I need to be lower than you.
Check, 1, 2.
Check, check, check. I'm gonna go 6 exactly.
Lower than me.
Yeah, I'm lower
You're
than
higher
you.
than me.
No, I'm setting my levels lower than you.
Check, 1, 2. What am I at?
Check, check. You're at 6 and a little bit, and I am
Okay.
at 5 and almost 6.
6, baby. Let's go. We're
Okay,
ready to
we
do
good?
this. Let's
Check,
on 1, 2.
All right, ready?
Are you just pumped for this game today?
I am. And now that we are on the radio, pumped even more. Good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, however you want to say it. I'm Pleasant Grove. Wow. I'm Cole Karen alongside Logan Beardall. We're here at Weber State broadcasting the Pleasant Grove basketball game. Pleasant Grove versus Bingham, the state semifinal game. The winner of this game goes into the championship, and they will face either Lone Peak or Copper Hills. Pleasant Grove takes on, as I said, the defending state champions, the Bingham Miners.
Yeah, let's look at a few stats now. I thought maybe you'd turn it over, but we'll be doing these together. How about these
All right.
statistics? Pleasant Grove coming in with what's the record overall now?
21-3.
We did not write it down. I think it is 21-3.
And I think this is why I didn't write it down. Bingham is the exact same, I think.
Oh, really?
21-3.
Both coming in 21-3. Bingham clinching their region. They are the 1 seed coming into this game. But it really doesn't matter at this point, as it is the semifinals round of this tournament. Pleasant Grove coming in, played outstanding against West Jordan. They were kind of subpar the first half against West Jordan. Didn't know if they were going to...
Put your mic closer to your face. The band's too loud. Sorry, that band is going to be obnoxious all game.
Maybe turn down our mics just a little bit. Is this me? Check, check,
That band's going to
check,
be louder.
check, check.
Shouldn't pick up any of the band at all. Nearly any of it.
Well, look at our levels compared to the band. We're going to be good.
I think we'll be all right.
This is all right here. Casey Brown really played outstanding against West Jordan, the Jaguars. He had 19 points, led all scorers on both teams, and I think he was 4 for 5 deep. He shot very well for the sophomore. Matt Van Komen really knew his role. Had 8 points and I think 8 rebounds as well. And like we said, Matt Van Komen's really stepped down as what's supposed to be the key.
I don't know why
at all.
I
Check. On which one?
He said the band is too loud. Is the band too loud out there? Is that why we're having struggles?
Are you sure?
I don't know. Should not be too loud.
I feel like you shouldn't even be able to hear the band. Maybe turn that off and turn it back on.
Just
Check.
the band. You can't hear us at all out there?
Check.
What if we talk like this? Are you able to hear us better? What is going to make a bigger difference?
Check. Check. I feel like this should be working.
I feel our levels look fine, but the band is apparently really loud, Josh. The band
Josh,
is
you
really
can't hear
loud.
us at all, they're saying.
Just the band. All you're hearing is the band.
And I don't know how, because
our levels are good.
way louder than the band.
The band should only be playing during.
Can you hear us now? Let us know.
Yeah,
Check,
let
1,
us know.
2.
Let us know if
Check,
you can hear us
check.
now.
Test.
here.
Test. 1, 2. Test.
Yeah, I just unplugged it in itself.
Check. 1, 2.
How about
1,
now?
2.
Everybody, everything good now? There's no band playing.
Check. 1, 2. 1, 2. Test. Test. Check. Check.
You have connection, just very background.
YouTube or the radio?
Very on the YouTube or radio?
I think I know what the problem is.
Maybe our levels aren't high enough or something.
Well,
It's okay, we got about 3
I think
minutes.
it's because it's going to be coming through only that. I think they messed up.
Oh, yeah.
I know what it is.
Josh,
you gotta
it's going to be on the
change-
Skype thing, and we're on the wrong input.
Aha, see, I knew it. I figured something out.
Okay,
Let's
All
restart.
right, give us a half second, and we will restart this whole thing. All right, it should be incredible now. Text me back if it's incredible.
Check 1 2.
This should be great. This should be great.
You're about to peak. Check.
Check YouTube, check the radio. Incredible. That's exactly how it goes. Our boy Josh and Logan figuring this game out. Thank you. We're going to start over. I'm Cole Karen alongside Logan Beardall. We're ready to go. Pleasant Grove versus the defending state champion Binghams in the state semifinals at Weber State. Logan, we're ready to go. Hit us with some quick stats for Pleasant
Are we
Grove.
ready? Both teams coming in with a record of 21-3. 2 losses for Pleasant Grove, coming to Lone Peak, the number 1 in region. The other one coming to Chino Hills, who is one of the top teams in the nation. Bingham with a 21-3 record as well. I do not know who they lost to.
They lost to Copper Hills once. They
Okay.
lost their very first game, which was a tournament game in Mesa, Arizona. And then they lost another one, which I cannot recall.
We're not sure, but Bingham can put up some points.
Bingham is a very capable team.
I would say scoring close to 66 points per game.
Let's give you this right here. Brandon Carlson, he's their big guy. He's 6'11". Listen to me here. 6'11", 215 pounds, so a tall, skinny guy. Hits from the outside, can drive in, does all the things he does down low. He's averaging 14.28 points a game, 8 rebounds a game. He is their guy. They go to him all the time. Another guys to listen to are Leighton Parker. He's scoring 13 points a game. He's got 4 boards a game. Then Dason Youngblood. He scores 12 points a game, 4 rebounds a game. And those are the 3 guys. They're the 3-headed monster, really, for Bingham.
Yeah, it's true. It kind of drops off after that to Tanner Davis, who has 6 points per game. But you really got to watch that trifecta. Youngblood, Parker, and Carlson. And they can just put a dagger in at any moment, can hit from the outside. Pleasant Grove is not to be outdone at all. Matt Van Komen averaging 13 points per game. But as we were talking about, the role has kind of changed for Matt Van Komen as he no longer is scoring upward 19, 20 points per game. He's scoring more 8, 9, 10 points per game, but getting close to a double-double every game, the old-fashioned double-double, where you get 10 points, 10 rebounds.
Yep.
And it's kind of turned over to Casey Brown, who scored 19 last game. Keanu Akina, who has, let's look how many threes, 76 three-pointers this season.
And averages 3 a game, right?
Yes, 3 three-pointers per game. And I just love the mentality of this team. They are a very selfless team coming into this game, averaging 64 points per game.
Yeah.
It's going to be an incredible matchup. I just think that Pleasant Grove, the sophomores really have to step it up, because if they come out shaky, the seniors have to step it up, but the sophomores are going to be, this is the furthest they've ever played and never played in such a high-stakes game.
Brandon Carlson, Leighton Parker, Dason Youngblood, Tanner Davis, and I think it was Preston Folks. So they're 5 out of their 6 guys are seniors. So they've all been here before. They were on the team when they won a state championship.
We're going to turn it over to the national anthem played by Bingham. Test. Check. 1 2.
Check. All right,
Check,
we sound
1
pretty
2.
good. Sound pretty good.
Check 1 2.
Check. All right, we're
Check.
going to get the
Let's
starting lineups for each team here as we're just about to get ready to go. We are here at Weber State University for the state semifinals in this 5A bracket. I'm Cole Karen again, alongside Logan Beardall. And Logan, are you just ready to go or what?
I am so excited. Semifinal game. We didn't get to see one last year, as I think Pleasant Grove got knocked out first round. The year before that, to Skyview. The year before that, they went to the quarterfinals. The year before that, state championship against Lone Peak. Let's see if they can win themselves a ticket into the state championship against the mighty Bingham Miners.
Let's talk about the other side of the bracket. The other side of the bracket is going to be featuring Copper Hills and Lone Peak. Copper Hills and Bingham are in the same division, and they have played. Josh, correct me if I'm wrong. Copper Hills and Bingham have played 3 times already this year, and so if they were to play again, it would be the 4th time they played again in the state championship. Pleasant Grove and Lone Peak are in the same division, and if they won, it would be the 3rd time that they've played this year. And Pleasant Grove and Copper Hills have not met up, and Bingham and Lone Peak have not met up. So, interesting.
It's going to be interesting. Do you know what region Bingham is from? I wish I remembered.
2.
Region 2?
Yeah.
So you've got 2 Region 2 teams and 2 Region 4 teams. And I got to say, the 4 best teams in the tournament have made it to the semifinals. I don't think any other team should be here besides these 4.
Yep.
Copper Hills, Bingham, Pleasant Grove, and Lone Peak are really the 4 best teams in the state of Utah right now. And I think they all have about the same record as well.
Yep.
Lone Peak's lost 3, Pleasant Grove's lost 3, Bingham's lost 3. I'm not sure about Copper Hills, though.
Let's give you this right here. Pleasant Grove hit 11 threes last night. How many threes does Pleasant Grove need to hit to stay in this game if Bingham's playing the way they do?
I mean, I don't want to say that I know I've been calling them a 3-point shooting team, which they are, and I hope they don't have to rely on the 3-ball, but I think they've got to hit at least 10 3-balls.
That's what I said. I mean, if you can hit 13 threes, and I know that's a lot, but Pleasant Grove is 100% capable of doing that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they tied the state record with 20. Keanu Aquina can hit at least, like you said, averaging 3 a game right there. Let's look at Casey Brown. What's he averaging per game?
Just 1.
Casey Brown's averaging 1. Tyler Pearson's averaging close to 1. Across
Dave's
the board,
averaging 1.
Casey Brown's averaging 2, actually.
Oh, is he?
1.8, so close to 2. David Peterson's averaging 1. Ethan Coombs is averaging 1. And everyone else is averaging about 1.
So
you've got about 8 right there. I think you're right with 13. If they can hit 5 more threes than they're averaging, that'll put them in a good spot to win this game. The problem is the post play is going to be it's going to be a bloodbath down there.
It's going to be tough to come by. And the thing that you're going to have to watch is these 2 big guys, Brandon Carlson, 6'11" from Bingham, and Matthew Van Komen, 7'4", sophomore from Pleasant Grove. Brandon Carlson is a senior. So those 2 guys are going to be working down low.
And he's got 15 pounds on him as well.
Foul trouble for both of those guys are going to be huge.
I mean, you just saw Brandon Carlson. He's hit 3 3-pointers in a row, just warming up. He can shoot.
Yeah.
That's for sure. 6'11", he can shoot. Matt Van Komen is not nearly as developed as Brandon Carlson. It really is going to be a very tough game down low, and it's going to be very physical. And there's not going to be much room down low at all for anyone except for those 2 big guys. You can hear the student sections getting ready. Rivaling student sections. Pleasant Grove did win Battle of the Fans, but Bingham Miners have about 2 more rows of fans than the Pleasant Grove Vikings. It's going to be interesting. One thing that I love watching is the fans in this setting, the rivaling bands. Everything in here is so divided. It's great. It's really survival of the fittest at every level.
All right.
We've got 1 minute.
1 minute to go, and we'll give you the starting lineups. Keys for the game for Pleasant Grove. Go quick.
Like you said, 3-pointers and turnovers. We've seen them throw up 20 turnovers in one game.
Yeah.
We've also seen them get only 6 turnovers in a game. And when they get 6 turnovers, they beat Harriman by 33 points. When they have 20 turnovers, they lose to Lone Peak and make it close against teams like Westlake when it should not be close. That's going to be the biggest key, and confidence down low for Matt Van Komen. Keys for the Bingham Miners. Cool.
Bingham Miners, I mean, you just have to play your game. You got to get Brandon Carlson, Leighton Parker, and just Dason Youngblood involved. I mean, they're your big guys. You just have to be able to play your game, control the tempo.
Definitely.
Really.
Like you said, the 5 out of the 6 main players for this Bingham team are seniors. Rely on your practice over the last 4 years in this Bingham environment.
So here we go. 3 seconds until we're going to get you the starting lineups for each team. I'll say the name, Logan, you give us something about them.
All right.
As we get the UHSAA voice going, I love it. It brings playoff basketball, volleyball, football into your memory, and that's what it is here.
Really does.
Great
and seeing those college referees.
Yep.
You can tell they're not the old school high school referees that we've been used to seeing. You know they're going to call it tight. That's one thing that's been changing about this game is the college referees.
Number 3, Casey Brown.
Casey Brown is a sophomore, had 19 points last game against West Jordan.
The guy who you need to step it up most, probably Keanu Aquina.
Keanu Aquina is a senior, averages 12 points per game, 3 3-pointers per game.
David Peterson.
David Peterson, the senior transfer from Lone Peak, is averaging 7.5 points per game.
Ethan Coombs.
Ethan Coombs, the homeboy, earned his spot as a starter this season.
And the big man down low, 7'3" or 4, Matthew Van Komen.
Yeah, Matt Van Komen, the sophomore, not fully developed, but he can play down low. He's got to bring some physical play and prove his worth for this team.
All right, a senior, number 2, Leighton Parker.
Leighton Parker, 13 points per game.
I'm sorry, I'm not able to see these numbers as well. I was like, number 3, Dax Milne.
Dax Milne, 9 3-pointers on the season.
Number 4, Dason Youngblood.
Dason Youngblood, 13 points per game, averaging 1 3-pointer per game as well.
Number 4, Braden Cosper.
Braden Cosper, 136 points on the season, 5 points per game. He's going to be a big key. Some of these players that don't score as much, if one of them is able to step it up, it's going to be hard to stop 4 big scorers for Bingham instead of just the big 3. Go ahead with the big man.
And the big man down low, Brandon Carlson.
Brandon Carlson, 357 points on the season, 14 points per game. He can hit the 3 balls as well, averaging half of a 3-pointer per game, which means he could hit one here. For 6'11", it's awesome to see him able to go out and shoot, as he's the one on the big Jumbotron right now.
So here we go. Pleasant Grove versus Bingham could be the last game of the Vikings or the Miners all season. One of their seasons is going to end today. We're just excited that we're able to give it to you. It will be Carlson against Van Komen to jump. Vikings moving right to left. Miners moving left to right. And here we go. The ref's got set. He's got his feet wide and the tip is up. And Bingham wins the tip.
Ethan Coombs
steals it. And
with a great steal.
Layup.
Holy cow, Ethan Coombs read that ball perfectly. Knew Carlson was going to beat the sophomore. Able to steal that ball. Put up 2 early. 2-0. 7:50 left in the first quarter.
Youngblood straight away. Dribbles left. Now gives way up top to Cosper. Cosper down to Parker in the corner, back to Cosper. They're going to go down low. Great pass. Inlet from...
He missed it.
From
and it went off
Carlson.
Coombs' leg. Sorry, you missed
Carlson
that play.
Found a cutting Youngblood on the baseline.
Youngblood missed the layup. And then it went off Ethan Coombs' leg. Easy grab. They give the Bingham Miners another chance. 2 early mistakes by both teams.
Youngblood to inbound. Goes right wing. Leighton for 3. Leighton Parker nets it down.
Hey, Leighton Parker has the most 3-pointers for the Miners.
Keanu Aquina tosses it up top to Dave. Dave now to Casey on the right wing. Casey backs it out to midcourt. Gets a call from Coach Mack. 3-2 Bingham leads.
Casey been playing the point guard halfway through the season. Ever since halfway through the season, has been playing it really well. 7 minutes left in the first.
Taking time to set up the play. Now goes left wing Dave. Back up top to Casey.
I love the patience.
Going to pass it right wing to Dave. Dave to Keanu. Keanu right wing 3. It's off the back of the rim. And a good rebound by Youngblood. Youngblood going to push the pace a little bit. Dribbles on the right side. He's all the way to the bucket. Tosses it out and the ball is tipped around. Carlson gets it on the left block. Loses his dribble. He's going to try to go up against Van Komen. And he does strong for a lay-in.
5-2. Bingham with a 3-point early lead. 6:40 left in the first.
That's going to be a big key for Pleasant Grove. You can't get down early.
It really is that post play. You can see the senior Carlson dominant over Matt Van Komen down low, the sophomore.
Aquina, left wing now to Dave. Dave to Casey. Casey now goes left block to Coombs. Coombs tosses it out to Keanu, who will back it out. No reset now. Casey left wing and will now dribble it towards midcourt straight away. Now left wing Keanu, or right wing, I apologize. Now left wing Dave. Dave goes down low to Van Komen. Van Komen pump fakes a shot. Now gives up top to Casey. Casey to Dave, left wing. Dave trying to dribble drive, will pull it out. Goes to Casey, right wing. Now to Keanu in the right corner. Back up top to Casey. They're setting up the play. Coach Mack's not happy with the way this game has been run so far. Ethan Coombs, inside out. Casey Brown, straight away 3. Off the front of the win. Van Komen can't corral the rebound. You've got to get those. Parker corrals it for Bingham. He'll now go left wing to Milne. Now out to Parker again. Parker to Milne, left wing. Now goes down low, Carlson, baseline. Now up top. Parker, straight away 3. Off the front of the rim, and it's going to be out of bounds. Pleasant Grove basketball.
Pleasant Grove ball. Let's go back to Matt Van Komen. you got to get that rebound.
Yeah.
You had it in the hands. That's where your hand-eye coordination, you got to work on that. Casey Brown also, I do not like the shot selection. He was 3 feet back from the three-point line, tried to put one up just because they were playing slow. You got to work the offense. Be patient. 5-2, Bingham still leads. 5:20 left in the first.
Right wing Keanu, back up top to Casey. Casey now, left wing Ethan Coombs, back up top to Casey. Right wing Keanu, he'll take another one. And it rims out. This is not a good sign for Pleasant Grove. As the ball is going to go out of bounds, whose basketball is it? It's going to be Pleasant Grove's.
And the Bingham Miners coach not happy about that call. I saw it off the Miners. Good call by the referees.
As Keanu is 0 for 2, and that's not what you need. Trying to get somebody to inbound. Casey Brown has it on the right wing now up top to Dave near midcourt. Bounce pass to Keanu left wing. Keanu trying to find somebody open. Cross court pass to Casey. Casey now to Ethan Coombs. Back to Casey. Casey straight away near midcourt. As Vikings offense is looking very, very stagnant.
Like you said, got to get the three-point ball.
Ethan Coombs throws it away. He gave it away as Bingham is pushing the pace the other way. Number 14, that's Cosper, gets a blocking foul. He'll miss the layup. And it will be a foul, though, on, it was Casey Brown getting back?
Casey Brown took the foul. First one of the game. And, yeah, the Vikings looking so stagnant, as you said, on the offensive end. Can't get anything going as Ethan Coombs tossed that one away. It's going to be turnovers as they're shooting only 25% from the field so far.
Cosper missed the first free throw. Other than Ethan Coombs' steal and layup, Pleasant Grove has not scored a basket in this game in the very first 3 seconds of this basketball game.
Yeah. Bingham leading 5-2.
Cosper's second free throw is off the front of the rim and then off the backboard and in.
6-2, Bingham leads. 4:45 left in the first.
Both of these teams looking stagnant. Pleasant Grove, though, struggling a lot more as Keanu Aquina is 0 for 2, and no threes have gone down for Pleasant Grove yet. Not a good sign for this Viking offense. Down low, Van Coleman left block. They double team him quick. He'll get it out Dave Peterson in the corner. Now back up top to Casey, back to Dave, left corner. Cross-court pass, Ethan Coombs in the right corner. Is to Keanu Aquina, to Casey, to Dave, left wing. Now up top to Casey. Casey's going to penetrate, kick it out Dave. Dave with a good pump fake. Hesitant on the shot, kicks it out. Casey Brown left corner three, left wing three, and he gets it to go as Pleasant Grove pulls within one. 6-5 with 4:10 left.
Yeah, David able to penetrate the defense, and that's what you need. The key play opens up the three-point play. 6-5, Bingham leads by 1. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Both teams taking their time on offense.
Youngblood dribbles to the right side. Now back to the middle. He'll kick it out to Parker. Parker travel.
You just shuffled the feet. You're not allowed to do that. Pleasant Grove ball with a chance to take their second lead of the game, which the first one came within the first 3 seconds. VVkings Aquina and Jake Jensen are checking in for Matt Van Komen. And I think I could not tell who went on.
We're in a timeout right now.
Timeout. 6-5 Bingham leads. 3:54 left in the first.
3 turnovers for Bingham. 2 turnovers for Pleasant Grove in this first quarter. Only 1 foul has been to Foles. Now Leighton Parker on the right wing. He'll go down low. Davis with a good pump fake, and he'll kick it out. Parker then goes to Foles. Now down to Carlson on the baseline. Kicks it out. Youngblood's open for 3. It's off the front of the rim, but a rebound by Bingham. Youngblood's got it again. He'll toss up a lob, and a good find to Carlson as Carlson misses the layup. But Jake Jensen brings the ball down, and he'll get a jump. Jensen, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't allow the jump ball. That's all right, though. I'm not sure if that was considered a steal at the beginning of the game or Ethan Coombs just got possession. So they did not call it a steal at the beginning of the game for Ethan Coombs. They're going to give Bingham the ball with 2:38 left in the first. Pleasant Grove leads by 2.
Youngblood to inbound, finds Leighton Parker on the left wing. Parker hedged out, goes now to the left corner to Foles. Back to Parker. Parker dribble drive, kick out. Youngblood pump fakes. He'll dribble drive, kick it out. Ball moving well for Bingham. Left wing now. It's Foles for 3, and he'll knock it down.
Bingham retains the lead, 9-8, with 2:20 left in the first. Great ball movement by the Miners.
VVkings Aquina has the ball near midcourt, straight away. Inside the half circle. Now goes right wing to his brother Keanu. Keanu Aquina starts his dribbles left, and then tries to find Casey Brown up top, and he does. Casey, nowhere to go on the right wing. Still trying to make it go, and Youngblood gets it loose. Casey somehow gets it back and gets it back to VVkings. VVkings going hard to the hole. Floater for Van Komen, and a nice grab in.
VVkings loves finding the big man down low. It worked so well. 10-9. VVkings with a great penetration. 1:40 left in the first. Vikings lead.
Youngblood up top gives right wing to Parker Leighton. Leighton Parker. Now left wing to Folks. Now in the left corner, Youngblood. Down to Carlson. Back up top. Folks is going to take another one straight away, and he's got it. Folks has hit 2 in a row.
He's feeling it. He was the one that also got that offensive rebound to give him a chance to hit the first one. So you got to watch those offensive boards. Bingham with a 12-10 lead. 1:18 left in the first.
Kavika traveled. Dribbled left. Casey cut baseline. Drug that pivot foot a little bit, and that's the third turnover, Josh. Third turnover for Pleasant Grove, I want to say.
The Vikings started 0 for 3 from the three-point line, now hitting their last 2, still with a 2-point deficit to the Bingham Miners.
You don't want to get this. Don't want to let them get any more points before this half. 12-10, Bingham leads. Youngblood, right wing Folks, down low. Carlson's got great position on Van Komen. Van Komen stuffs Carlson.
Welcome to the block party.
Here goes Dave Peterson. They've got a good situation. Lob to Van Komen, and great tip away. That's Folks again. Folks makes the play. Youngblood's pushing the pace. A charge call. No, a block. Oh, Dave Peterson was set in stone, I felt like. And a block is going to be called. 12-10. It's going to send, who was it, Folks? No, Youngblood to the free throw line.
I mean, it must be the college referees because what we saw was set for at least a second.
Yeah.
And was not up making a move to the basket already, so hit into him, went up for the layup after the contact. Referees have the better angle down low. We saw it differently as Ethan Coombs checks in for Keanu Akina.
So 46 seconds, the lead is 3 for Bingham, and you don't want to see it get any more out of hand from here. Pleasant Grove looked like they were going to step up their game a little bit, but then a couple of sloppy turnovers, and Bingham now leads by 4 as Youngblood hits that free throw.
4 turnovers for the Vikings.
Oh.
Matt Van Komen established himself down low, though. I love that block on Carlson. Excuse me. Yeah, Carlson, thank you. It just showed him that, hey, I'm ready to play. I know I'm 15, I'm a sophomore, but I can play down low. Or he's 16, I'm not sure. 14-10, Bingham leads. 30 seconds left.
Kavika's got it at midcourt. Looks like he's going to hold, guarded by Vickers, who just checked into the game. Kavika doing some fancy dribbling moves, and he just dribbles it out into the key and then out very quick. 19 seconds and 18, and we're counting. Kavika at midcourt. 15 seconds, 14 seconds, 13 seconds. Kavika's still got it. Hands off to Casey Brown. Brown straight away. Now Ethan Coombs left wing.
8 seconds.
Hands off to Dave Peterson. Peterson's got 5. Kavika pump fakes. He dribbles in. Lobs it up for Van Komen, but Carlson swats him away with 1.9 seconds. The ball is going to go out of bounds.
14-10. Hopefully Pleasant Grove can hit something with 2 seconds left in the first.
They were going to lob it up to Van Komen, but Carlson got up there to swat it away. Here we go. Dave Peterson getting inbound from the right sideline. See who he goes to. Inbound to Ethan Coombs. Coombs tosses into Van Komen. Van Komen, nice catch. And Carlson says no way. And there's a block going each way on each of them.
Wow, it really is a block party now. Welcome to it. And great play down low in the key. What really killed him was those 3-pointers from Preston Folks. Let's see what he's averaging. Folks is averaging 0.6 3-pointers per game. Hit 2 already in the first quarter. What are some takeaways for the Bingham Miners that you saw? I've been talking mostly about the Vikings.
Bingham, I mean, really not like super great offensive movement, but I mean, when they've had open shots, they've knocked them down.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that's got to be the takeaway. I mean, Folks has hit has hit 2 threes, and what's his name? Youngblood has hit 1 3. I want to say, you want to check on that? Youngblood hitting a 3.
Do it. It was Parker who hit a 3.
Parker hit a 3. That's what it was.
And Folks hit 2.
So Leighton Parker hit a 3, and Folks hit. So that's 9 of their points right there. 9 out of the 14.
And they just haven't gotten anything down low yet, which I love. Carlson had 1 layup. It was on Ethan Coombs, though. It's a pretty easy matchup. But then when Matt Van Komen full-fronted him and didn't let him go anywhere, Matt Van Komen played it really well with a block, but then Carlson returned with a block of his own.
Pleasant Grove, I thought, was going to get in their rhythm. Didn't you think once they got those couple straight points, were up 9-7 or whatever it was, and then only getting 10-7, and then not getting anything else to go. Really sloppy quarter from both teams.
Yeah, not the best. Excuse me. 4 turnovers for the Vikings and 3 for the Miners. The Miners didn't have one in the last 5 minutes of play, though, in the first quarter.
Bingham is already on the floor. Pleasant Grove just breaking their huddle. The score is 14-10 at the start of the second quarter. Wow. A very interesting first half for both teams. We're going to need to see somebody get on from deep. Dave Peterson hit a 3, which was good to see. And Casey hit one 3-2. So that's where the majority of the points are coming from both teams, is behind that three-point line, as Kainoa Maldonado runs the point guard position. Dave Peterson, midcourt, straight away. Now Maldonado off the right wing. He'll dribble now to midcourt and set up the play. Ethan Coombs left wing to Dave Peterson straight away. This is just pointless passing for Pleasant Grove. Keanu Aquina goes in the corner to Dave Peterson. Peterson dribbles it off his foot.
Oh my goodness. Let's stop the sloppy turnovers. That's 5 for the Vikings. They're trying to establish movement around the perimeter to hopefully find something down low in Matt Van Komen, and it's just not working. 14-10, Miners still with a 4-point lead. 7:30 left in the second quarter.
Vickers on the left wing. Dribbles towards the center. He'll pass it down, and Van Komen is unable to get the steal. Dave Peterson catches the ball. And are they going to give Pleasant Grove a timeout? No, they're going to give him a jump. Matthew Van Komen, that pass went off his face after hitting Leighton Parker in the head.
Once again, being 7-4, it's going to be Miners' ball because the Vikings started with it this quarter. When you're 7-4, you just do not have the best reflexes.
Vickers trying to inbound. He'll inbound into Leighton Parker near midcourt. Sloppy play for Pleasant Grove as Vickers is on the left wing, goes baseline. Carlson now up top to Leighton Parker. He'll pump fake a three. He'll give to Vickers on the left wing, kicks it out Parker. Parker straight away, goes right wing to Folks. Folks goes in the corner. Ethan Coombs kicks it out, though. Yeah, literally kicks it out of bounds, sorry.
And really good closeout defense from the Vikings. Every time someone had the ball, one person was there to meet them very quickly, so not letting the three-point play happen at all.
Leighton Parker to inbound. Nowhere to go so far. He'll inbound in the elbow of the half-court line to Youngblood. He'll go to Folks in the left wing. Now goes baseline to Davis. Davis is going to get it back up top to Youngblood near midcourt, guarded by Maldonado. Youngblood starts his dribble. Now goes right side to Leighton Parker. Parker dribbles in. Pump fakes. He'll get it out. Open three-pointer for Bingham is off the back of the rim as the rebound is going to go to Keanu Aquina.
Good board by him.
Keanu Aquina, will he take a pull-up? No, he'll dribble in, kick it out to Dave Peterson. Peterson behind the back move at the free throw line, and that spin move, and he's fouled. Fouled by Davis going up for a shot, I hope.
Yeah, Tanner Davis just drew the foul, slapped him on the arm. That's why we saw that miss by close to 4 feet, and he didn't think it was a foul. David Peterson trying to cut the lead only to 2 for the Miners with 6:30 left in the second quarter.
Peterson, a very excellent free throw shooter, and he knocks this one down. As Dave's got a couple of points here. That's 3 for him, I believe. 14-11. As if you're Pleasant Grove, you do not want to get this lead get out of hand at all in the second quarter. They are a third quarter basketball team from what we've seen.
They really are. 4 points for David.
Make it 5.
5. So with close to 12. So close to half of the Vikings' points are to David Peterson.
14-12. Bingham leads with 6:26 left in the second quarter. Here goes Youngblood, left wing Folks. He'll now go baseline to Davis. Davis pump fakes a shot, now dribbles it out as Casey Brown with a good tip, and he tips it off of Folks, and it will be Pleasant Grove basketball.
That was a great play. Great forced turnover by Brown. Now the Miners have 5 turnovers. Or 4, excuse me. As the one should have been from Matt Van Komen. 14-12, Miners leading by 2. 6 minutes left in the second.
Keanu Aquina, left wing. Lob pass to Ethan Coombs on a baseline cut. A reverse layup is good.
Tied it up, 14s each team. 6 minutes left in the second.
A couple back screens gets Ethan Coombs free for a nice reverse lay-in. And Pleasant Grove has tied this game up. Leighton Parker up top to Youngblood, to Folks. Back to Youngblood. Near the top of the three-point line, and he'll back it out near midcourt to get the play call. Pleasant Grove in a 2-3 defense. Left wing. Leighton Folks, he'll drive baseline, anywhere to go. He'll toss up a layup, that's no good. Van Komen, good job skying up for that rebound as Van Komen is going to get it stripped, though. Oh my gosh, Van Komen gets it stripped. Leighton Parker to Youngblood. Youngblood's layup is no good. Van Komen gets the rebound, and a foul is not going to be called as Leighton Parker gets it to Youngblood. Van Komen with a great rejection, though.
Oh my goodness,
Van
huge.
Komen with an incredible rejection after needing the ball stolen from him 3 times.
Well, Matt got fouled about twice, I would say.
Dave Peterson picks it up 8 feet from the basket, kicks it out. Keanu Aquina straight away. Keanu trying to dribble in on Leighton Parker, tosses up a layup over Carlson, no good. Carlson able to tip up the rebound, and the ball is going to go to Youngblood. 14s with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Leighton picks up his dribble, goes left wing to Parker. Kicks it out, Youngblood. Youngblood going baseline. He'll toss up a layup, and a great rejection by Matthew Van Komen. Outlet pass to Keanu. Layup should be good, and it is.
He hits it. and the Miners have to call a timeout. Vikings leading 16-14, and the big man is playing huge right now.
Matthew Van Komen. Three blocks in the last minute.
In the last minute. Holy cow.
And get this. Bingham has not scored a point in the last 3 minutes of play. They haven't scored a point in the second quarter.
And Matt Van Komen proving his worth. I said he's got to have to.
Let's run back through that set. The shot was missed. Van Komen gets a nice board, but Youngblood stayed on Casey Brown, able to strip it from Van Komen, then went up for a layup. Van Komen blocks him.
All of these were pretty controversial steals on the big man.
The next one, Van Komen blocks it. They give the ball to Folks. Folks then passes back to Youngblood. Van Komen blocks him again, gets the rebound. Folks then fouls Van Komen hard, coming up for that ball. Jumped up and grabbed Van Komen's arms, somehow got the ball. They then went back to Folks on the left side, who then passed it back to Youngblood on the right side for an easy layup. Van Komen under the basket.
I swear
he was on the right side. On the left side, Van Komen reached under all the way to the left side and swatted Youngblood.
And I swear he got so high he hit his head on the rim.
It was
must
crazy.
have grazed. That was a great play by Matt Van Komen. And then on the other way down, after they got that easy bucket from Ethan Coombs, I think it was, Matt came over as they were trying to lob one up, I think, to a pass to Carlson. Matt tipped the ball, looked back as if it got through his hand, and then he was like, oh, wait, I just hit that. Keanu Kina open for the layup.
Van Komen, we were wondering how he would stack up against Carlson, who's 6'11", athletic as can be.
And a senior.
Defensively, Van Komen has been incredible, and that's really what you need. Pleasant Grove, I love this. Coming out in a 2-2-1 trap. It'll be Casey and Keanu trying to trap Youngblood. Van Komen will be the lone guy back. As Youngblood's going to try to get it past, he'll get it to Leighton Parker. Leighton Parker at the opposite free throw line to Youngblood. Youngblood brings it past half court. He's trapped, gets it to Leighton Parker as Pleasant Grove will now reset into the 2-3. Good. I like the press a little bit from Pleasant Grove. Youngblood's got it near midcourt. He'll now dribble to the left. Now reverses back to the right. Now to Folks. Back to Youngblood, left wing. Back to Folks. Now to Leighton Parker on the right wing. Goes up to Folks. Folks 10 feet off the three-point line. Now dribble left and hand off to Youngblood, running towards the top of the key. Gives right wing Leighton Parker deep three, and that's what you want. And the ball is going to be out of bounds off Bingham.
Carlson. Yep.
That's exactly what you want.
Yeah, that was exactly.
Leighton Parker took a
what you just said.
contested three-pointer from about 3 feet behind the line.
And Dax Milne will be coming in for Folks. For the Miners. 16-14. Pleasant Grove 2-point lead. 4 minutes left in the first half.
Left wing, Dave Peterson. Peterson up top, Ethan Coombs straight away. Coombs trying to look for Van Komen. Can't find him. He'll go to Van Komen, though. Van Komen, one-on-one with Carlson. We'll see how this goes. Van Komen pump fakes. Tries to throw up a great shot. Dave Peterson tries to save it. But Van Komen bumped in with the right hand. Tried to spin with the left, but didn't get all the way around. So he was almost backwards towards the hoop and tried to just almost throw it behind his head.
I feel like he was just trying to prove something to Carlson that he could score on him. Not a good shot.
Youngblood's got it and crosses midcourt after passing to Davis. Davis dribbles through the defense and gets it out. I apologize to Milne. Now up top to Youngblood near midcourt at the center circle. Right wing Leighton Parker goes to Carlson. Up top Youngblood. He's open for three. You can't give him that. It's off the rim. Ethan Coombs, great rebound from him. As Pleasant Grove will now get it past half court. Dave Peterson left wing. Peterson picks up his dribble in a bad spot but gives to Ethan Coombs. Coombs up top to Casey. They'll get the play call. 14-16. I'll say it again with 3:11 left in this first half. David Peterson dribbles the ball off his foot again. Youngblood is going to go all the way down for an easy layup.
Tied it up. 16s, both teams. 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
That's Dave Peterson's second time dribbling the ball off his leg.
And the sixth turnover for the Vikings.
Matt Van Komen catches the ball and he is fouled up top as a pick and roll worked perfectly as Leighton Parker had to come in and foul him.
Yeah, only 2 team fouls for both teams. I like how much they're letting these teams play because it's not really getting out of hand, but it's good old-fashioned basketball, I'd like to say.
16s with 2:49 left in the first half. Casey Brown inbound. Has he got anywhere to go? He finds Keanu off the left wing. Keanu now dribbles it up top, just near the Weber State Wildcat ear. On the right side, he'll give to Casey Brown up top. Brown left wing. Dave. Back to Casey. Back to Keanu. Cross-court pass now. Back to Casey. He'll give to Keanu. Keanu dribbles left side. He's pushed out of bounds. No call. Dave Peterson catches it. Casey Brown, deep three off the back of the rim as Dave Peterson tries to get the rebound. Van Komen can't catch it as Carlson gets a nice outlet. As Leighton Parker dribbling, but good transition defense from the Vikings. Here goes Youngblood. Youngblood looked like he traveled, gets it out. Leighton Parker wide open three, and it goes down.
Yeah, Bingham, 4 of 9 from the three-point line, 19-16. They lead by 3. 2 minutes left in the first half.
Van Komen gets another easy pass from Casey Brown as the pick and roll is working. Could have been an and one call with 19-18. This game is hopefully going to go down to the wire. Don't want to see either of these teams play bad enough to give the other team a way to get back in this game. Youngblood with 147. Goes down low to Milne. Milne picks up his dribble in a bad spot, lobs to Carlson. Carlson with a great catch on the left block, and a foul is going to be called on Dave Peterson.
And I am so glad he actually fouled there, because Carlson on David Peterson, that's a 10-inch matchup, and Carlson is very lethal down low.
Both of these teams,
I'm fine with the foul down low.
Both of these teams have fouls to give. Bingham only has 2 team fouls. Pleasant Grove only has 3. So
Bingham up 19-18 with 140 left in the first half.
Youngblood to inbound, finds Milne in the right corner, then goes back down to Youngblood. Youngblood passes to Carlson. Carlson loses the ball off his foot. Youngblood somehow comes up with it. 10-foot jumper, no good as Van Komen gets the rebound.
Good board by the big man.
Ethan Coombs, a
And
good ball
that's his
handler.
5th.
Gets it up. Left wing Dave Peterson. 124 left, Pleasant Grove down 1, 19-18. As defense has been key for both teams. Casey Brown straight away near the center court. Hands off to Dave Peterson. Dave Peterson tried to find Keanu Aquino on a back cut. Oh, and they missed Keanu on an open 3. But Dave found Casey anyway. Casey's going to try to dribble in. Almost got his pocket picked. Throws it back up top to Keanu, and they're going to reset. Keanu pump fakes a 3, gives the left wing to Ethan Coombs. Back up top to Casey, and a timeout called by Coach Mack with 55 seconds. That back cut, they had Pleasant Grove's Dave Peterson pump fake the back cut, and then Keanu ran immediately out to the right corner, was wide open, but Dave Peterson had already given up on the back cut and turned around and threw it to Casey.
Yeah.
And Coach McAllister was a little bit distraught after seeing Keanu Aquino wide open for 3.
I mean, that's going to happen. Miscommunications are going to happen. It's just how you handle it. The Vikings, I have one stat right here. Brandon Carlson only has 2 points in this whole first half. Matt Van Komen's got 4. Brandon Carlson has got 2 rebounds. Matt Van Komen's got 5.
Matt Van Komen outplaying Brandon Carlson. Great defense from Matt Van Komen.
And 4 blocks.
We knew he was one of the elite defenders. I mean, he is 7'3", so he's longer than most of these other guys. But, man, showing that he can stick down low with Carlson. Carlson took him to the hole a couple times. Van Komen sent him back where he came from.
Yeah.
So, 55 seconds, 18-19. Pleasant Grove trails the Bingham Miners with 55 seconds left in the first half.
Let's see how they close out. I don't know if they're going to be waiting for a last shot with 55 seconds left.
Ethan Coombs on the right wing gets it out. Dave to Casey. Casey at midcourt. Looks like Bingham is content with giving Pleasant Grove the last shot, but Pleasant Grove moving the ball around. Left corner, Dave up top to Casey now. Back to Keanu. Keanu's going to take a 3 from the left wing, front of the rim. Keanu is not going to be hitting his shots as much as he would have liked.
Yeah, 0 for 3, and he's taking them from 3 feet out, which usually isn't a problem, but it might be that college line messing him up today. 30 seconds left in the first half.
30 seconds. We're now at 25. Youngblood is holding it at midcourt, and Bingham will take the last shot and probably the lead into halftime. 19-18, Bingham leads with 15 seconds as Youngblood's dribbling at midcourt. Left wing now, Youngblood. With 8 seconds. Goes down low. The pass is stolen, but somehow Bingham gets it back. As a foul is going to be called on Keanu. Not a bad foul with 3 seconds left. As the ball was tipped around, Casey had a shot at it, but wasn't able to come up with it.
Tried to stab at it. He just didn't have good position on the ball. Bingham retains possession. 19-18. They're leading by 1. 3.6 seconds left in the first half.
Leighton Parker inbound to Carlton. Back to Leighton Parker. Leighton Parker deep 3 from the left wings off the back of the rim, and that's going to end the half.
And a great half of basketball. 19-18. The Bingham Miners leading the Pleasant Grove Vikings by 1. Outstanding performance. Let's go through some stats. Pleasant Grove, 2 for 7 from the 3-point line and 5 for 8 inside the arc. So inside the arc, it's really working. Matt Van Komen with 4 points. David Peterson leading the team with 5, though. He hit 2 free throws and a 3-pointer. Ethan Coombs as well has got 4, and that pretty much makes up your 18 as Casey Brown hit 3 as well. let's go to the Bingham Miners side. Folks has 6 points. Parker has 6 points. Youngblood with 4. And then Carlson with 2. And that's it, pretty much.
Folks has only taken 2 shots, too. 2 3-pointers, and they both went down.
Yep, he's 100%. 4 of 10 are the Miners from the 3-point line. So let's see how the Vikings handle the perimeter play from the Miners in the second half.
So I think we're going to take a break here for a minute, as we are going to resume with you in around 10 minutes, probably around 15 minutes, for the second half, which could be the last half of Pleasant Grove season. We hope not. Stay tuned with us.
We'll be back in 5. Cole and I will be back in 5. Thanks for tuning in. Check. 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 Test 1, 2. Yeah, give me one bit up. Check 1, 2. Check. Check. I'm good right there.
There was a girl named Holly Berry. Dude, you know why we haven't been winning?
What? We're on. Remember, we're live. Unmute us, will ya? No, it says mute.
On Skype. Here we go.
There we go. We're
Look,
on.
I switched to my headphone side.
You want to
We'll
hear?
win now.
You want to hear a great line?
Yeah.
This is from Eastbound and Down. The boys are thirsty in Atlanta, and there's beer in Texarkana. We'll bring it back no matter what it takes. Eastbound and Down. I heard that song today. I had.
With that, we're gonna rejoin you here on KPGR 80.1 and on YouTube. Logan, what are you looking for?
Real quick, I was trying to lighten the mood. We're really nervous here.
Yeah.
Up in the studio. We're not in the studio. We always turn it back to the studio. Pleasant Grove, this could be our last half of commentating basketball ever. Probably
It could.
not. Probably not.
I mean, since we're so faithful.
But Pleasant Grove's got to come out and play. Keanu Akina's got to hit some threes. I mean, he's forced 3 of them up. They were not good looks, except for the first one. And he's just got to play a lot better. Inside, Matt has been playing great. If he keeps playing the way he's been playing on Carlson, he'll shut him down. Carlson will end with 6 points on the day, and
How many does he have right now?
2? 2. He's got 2 points, and it might send the Miners packing, as well as Matt Van Komen and Keanu Akina got to play well. David Peterson, I think, has 3 turnovers himself. The Vikings,
But does have 5 points. So Dave has been doing some work offensively, which is really good to see from Dave.
but he has half of the team's turnovers.
He does. 2 of
3.
them were off its feet.
1 off the knee, 1 off the foot. Yeah, like 2 off your leg. Come on. Let's pull it together. We got 2:35 left until this ball game resumes. Bingham is leading Pleasant Grove 19-18. So very close game. Literally anyone's game at this point.
It's just going to, I think the winner of this game is going to come out whoever wins this third quarter. Pleasant Grove is a very good third quarter team. I'm not so sure about Bingham, but the way that they haven't let Carlson get involved yet is winning them the game. The offense runs through Carlson. Carlson sets up other players.
And that's why they only have 19 points.
That's why they only have 19 points. Like Logan just said, I mean, Casey Brown scored 19 points yesterday, and Casey's got, 3 here?
He's got 3. The Vikings only shooting 46%. That's why they're shut down. But here's something. The Bingham Miners are only shooting 35%. Offensive rebounds are killing the Vikings, as they have 0. The Vikings have 0. The Miners have 2, and both of them have converted into 3-pointers.
And also, Van Komen has 3 blocks. Or 4 blocks. How many blocks?
He's got 4.
4 blocks. So that's really good for Van Komen. Van Komen's playing awesome defensively. Why don't you give me Van Komen's stat line?
All right. Van Komen's got 4 points. He's got 5 rebounds, all defensive, and 4 blocks as well. He has turned over the ball a few times, though.
So, what could be the last half of basketball for this Pleasant Grove team, our senior year.
I mean, let's talk
Take a
positive.
deep breath, man.
I can't wait for the game tomorrow. It's going to be a great matchup, whoever it is, Lone Peak, Copper Hills, Bingham, or Pleasant Grove. Any one of those 4 teams, any 2 of them, are going to make it into this championship. And this is one of the best seasons of basketball I have ever watched. 1, through the skills of each player, and 2, overall teamwork. I've never seen teams as good as this at the high school level.
One number, though, that stands out. 56.
61, you mean?
No, it's not 61.
When we won our last championship?
Yeah,
was 1961.
56 years.
Oh, 56 years. Yes, you're right. 1961 Class B state championship. Coach McAllister's been coaching here 14 years.
I think it is.
And has not been able to seal the deal with the ring. Hopefully this is the year. This is the Vikings' year. Got a very, what I would say, young squad with Casey Brown, Matt Van Komen, both sophomores starting. Kavika gets a lot of time, as well as Tyler Pearson, the junior.
But it's going to come down to this half for this season. Let's go. Ethan Coombs set to inbound. Pleasant Grove will now be moving left to right. Bingham will be moving right to left. And here we go. The clock is starting, and Casey Brown has it. Brown passes to Dave Peterson off the left wing. Back to Casey. Casey starts his dribble towards midcourt now. We'll set up the play. 18-19 if you're just joining us, very start of the second half.
And no worry about time at all for the Vikings right now.
Casey Brown behind the back move and will pull it out. Dave Peterson nearly has it taken away. Dave dribbles left and hands off Ethan Coombs on the right wing. Coombs up top to Casey Brown. He'll call it the play. Let's see if they can get a good shot off here. Dave Peterson left wing. Back up to Casey. Casey down low to Ethan Coombs. Coombs goes all the way to the hole, and he is fouled. Great job by Ethan Coombs drawing a quick foul.
Yeah, let's see who that's on. It looks like it's on 14, Braden Cosper, the 6'3 junior. And yeah, great penetration, good passing too, finding David Peterson, a left wing, finding Ethan Coombs at the right elbow, able to drive in and draw the contact, tied it up with that free throw, 19-19, 7:21 left in the third quarter.
Coombs knocks down the first, and the second one is off the back of the rim. And the rebound is going to go out of bounds, or it's not going to go out of bounds. Bingham is able to corral the possession, gets it to Dyson Youngblood. Youngblood goes all the way to the hole, and he'll finish with the right hand.
And like I said last game, you got to go around Matt Van Komen instead of over, win around him. Scored the bucket, 21-19, Bingham Miners leading, 7 minutes left in the third.
Casey Brown passes to Dave Peterson on the right wing. Gets it to Ethan Coombs at the free throw line. Coombs hesitates on a free throw line jumper that was wide open. He'll kick it out to Keanu, back to Casey up top. Now to Dave Peterson on the right wing. Up top to Keanu. Keanu passes to Ethan Coombs left wing. Coombs bounce pass to Keanu. Keanu mishandles it, and the ball is going to be just battled for. Keanu ends up winning it and passes it out to Dave Peterson. 6:35, Bingham up 2. Keanu Aquina up top to Casey. Pleasant Grove has no offensive rhythm. It looks like they're just passing it around the three-point arc. Ethan Coombs just to Casey Brown in the right corner. Casey, good hesitation move up, and his layup is good. Good job by Casey.
Yeah, he saw that the Bingham Miner defender was trying to steal that ball. Solid position to the left side, drove around him, tied it up, 21-21, 6 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third.
Youngblood on the left wing goes down, and a shot altered by Van Komen is rebounded by Ethan Coombs. Coombs dribbles it off his foot, and they're going to have to get it up to a ball handler. They get it to Dave Peterson.
Great rebound by Ethan Coombs.
So here we go, 5:55. Dave Peterson passes left wing to Casey. Casey dribbles it up towards midcourt. It's a slow-paced game. That's why it's slow-paced commentating. Trying to get some energy into it.
And only 21 points for both teams so far.
Ethan Coombs tries to dribble left, and he is stopped and kicks it out to Casey Brown on the right wing. Brown, screen set by Van Komen. Casey doesn't use it. He'll go all the way to the hole. Youngblood rejects him, though. Youngblood read the play and rejected him at the rim. As Casey almost went for the same play. Leighton Parker gets it out to Youngblood. Youngblood then passes to Cosper. Cosper now in the corner as somehow the Bingham player is able to go around.
Casey Brown tipped that out.
Yeah, that's Milne. So I'm going to have to look at the roster. Milne. As Milne loses the ball out of bounds, but it was off a Pleasant Grove player. 5:21 left. 21's apiece.
And still hadn't we still haven't said Brandon Carlson's name this quarter.
It's going to be Leighton Parker from the left corner off the inbound.
That's a great three-pointer shot. Spot up, knew he had a good wide open shot there. 24-21. Miners leading by 3. 5 minutes left in the third.
Leighton Parker's got 9 points to lead all scorers. Dave Peterson passes right wing to Casey Brown. Brown guarded by Youngblood up top to Keanu. Keanu to Ethan Coombs left wing. Coombs passes up top to Casey. Casey now to Dave. Dave passes to Coombs left wing now Keanu. Keanu trying to dribble drive. He'll go all the way to the hole. And his layup is missed as Matthew Van Komen gets a rebound over Carlson and puts it in. 23-24. Van Komen bringing some life into this Pleasant Grove offense.
Van Komen's got 6 points as well. 4:30 left in the third.
Carlson, a great pass down low to Davis, and Van Komen looked like he got a hand on it, but didn't swat it away.
26-23. Miners lead by 3. 4:20 left in the third.
Davis's layup was good. Casey Brown, lob to Van Komen. Van Komen catches a nice hold. He'll go up under the basket. He's blocked by Carlson. He'll get it back, though, and put it in. Relentless from Matthew Van Komen.
8 points, playing so dominant on Carlson down low. We didn't know if he could do it, playing very well so far. 25-26, Miners lead.
Left wing, Leighton Parker. He's double-teamed. He'll now dribble in, kick it out to Youngblood straight away. Youngblood dribbles in, and he somehow tosses up a layup, but Van Komen goes up and gets the rebound, though. Strong rebound from Van Komen. He'll get it out to Dave. Dave trying to push the pace a little bit. Nothing really there. Dave pulls it out and hands off to Ethan Coombs straight away. Ethan hands off to Keanu. Keanu pump fakes a three. He'll now dribble towards the free throw line. Tries to go right side. Kicks it out. Ethan Coombs right wing. Coombs all the way to the free throw line. Dribbled it, and it's off his leg.
Saying it's off his leg. Once again, the turnovers are going to be a killer. Kavika Akina and Jake Jensen checking in. Jesse Gale as well for David Peterson, Matt Van Komen, and Ethan Coombs. They're going to be playing some small ball. Let's see if they can handle Carlson down low, as Matt Van Komen's been doing all the dirty work in the post.
It'll be a quick set for Van Komen for the least. Van Komen has played one of the best games we've seen him play this year. What's the stat line? What we got?
He's got 4 blocks, 8 rebounds, and 8 points, so knocking on the door of a double-double. If he's able to get 6 blocks, that's insane too. Close to a triple-double, triple-triple I was about to say, but order it in and out. But yeah, Matt Van Komen playing really well, and Brandon Carlson only still with 2 points.
Oh man, Pleasant Grove trails Bingham by 1. It seems like it's almost a lot more though, because every time Pleasant Grove's able to get a bucket, get some momentum, tie this game up, Bingham always has an answer.
They really have. That's why Bingham still has a 1-point lead to the Pleasant Grove Vikings. 25-26 is the score right now. 3:35 left in the third quarter. And the Vikings not shooting what they would want to. 2 for 7 from the three-point line. 5 of 11 are the Miners from the three-point line.
So the score is 26-25. Bingham leads Pleasant Grove with 3:35 left in the third quarter. We thank you for joining us and thank you for listening. It's Pleasant Grove against Bingham, and it's been a bloodbath.
It really has. So low scoring. Both only averaging about 10 points per quarter. And if you're on YouTube, we're not allowed to do a video broadcast. That's why you're hearing our radio commentary.
Youngblood near midcourt. Now dribbles, gives left wing to Folks. Youngblood now to Braden Carlson, out to Folks. Folks hasn't missed all day from the left wing, and he misses this time, but somehow Leighton Parker gets the rebound. Parker in the left corner, and he'll throw it out to Folks. Folks dribble drive all the way to the hole. Nobody picked him up. His layup is good, and Pleasant Grove defense is awful. We're looking for Van Komen already to come off the bench.
28-25. Miners lead by 3. 3 minutes left in the third.
Casey Brown on the left wing. Dribbles towards the middle of the court. Dribble drive all the way to the hole on Folks. Tosses up a layup. That's no good. Rebound Carlson. Youngblood dribbles quick the other way. Kicks it out. Folks in the left corner. His 3. Off the back of the rim as Jesse Gale tips a rebound, but a foul is going to be called on Leighton Parker.
Yeah, Leighton Parker reaching over Jesse Gale, and that's when you can see the box out, how good the box out is. Jesse Gale gets a good box out and is able to draw the offensive foul. You got to box out. Matt Van Komen's going to be coming back in, as well as the smallest player for the Vikings, Kainoa Maldonado. Jake Jensen and Casey Brown are going to be taking a seat.
So it's going to be Jesse Gale, Kavika, Keanu, Kainoa Maldonado, and Matthew Van Komen in for the Vikings with 3:28 left. Pleasant Grove down 3, 28-25 in the third quarter. Kavika has it near midcourt. Finds Kainoa left wing. Gets it to Keanu. Keanu left wing corner 3, and he's got it!
Hopefully the microwave's heating up. 1 of 4 is Keanu Akina, but that's a big one. Tied it up 28-28, 2:20 left in the third quarter as Carlson's set to check in.
Folks left, wing, up top to Youngblood. Youngblood dribbles right, trying to get to the hole. He'll go baseline now, and he gets it out to Milne. Back to Youngblood. Youngblood is trapped, and Kavika steals it. Nice job by Kavika. Kavika trying to find somewhere to go with it. It's 4-on-5. He's got to kick it to his brother. Finds Jesse Gale to Keanu. Keanu pump fakes a 3 and gets it out to Kainoa. We were looking for a 3 as Van Komen gets a good catch, throws it out as Pleasant Grove is able to save it from going past backcourt violation. Maldonado lobs into Van Komen. Van Komen not very good position, and a timeout is called by Pleasant Grove.
I like the timeout, but it now lets Brandon Carlson come in to guard Matt Van Komen as they were trying to get a mismatch down low. I think David Peterson's checking in as well for the Vikings. 1:44 left in the third. Tied up 28-28. The Vikings and the Miners in the semifinal game to see who gets to play in this championship 5A state basketball game.
All right, here we go. I mean, it's going to come down to the last quarter of play, but this 1:44 left in the third is big, especially if you can get Keanu another open look from 3.
Yeah, Keanu, when he heats up, he's ready to go. We like to say he'll cook your steak in 1 minute. That's how fast he heats up, and that's how many times he can hit it. Weird analogy, but it kind of makes sense. 28-28. Hopefully Keanu can get an open look. Because just as fast as the microwave can heat up, he can cool down.
Very, very true. So here we go. Pleasant Grove will inbound. Left side baseline. Kavika will inbound.
Both the Aquina brothers on the floor. David Peterson, Casey Brown, and Matt Van Komen.
Kavika trying to find somebody to inbound. Inbounds to Dave Peterson. He'll toss up a layup, and that's no good. Not a good shot. Vickers will go the other way.
Folks with the three.
And will kick to Folks, and Folks nails the three. 31-28.
1:30 in the third.
Casey Brown on the right wing, up top to Kavika. Kavika tries to look for his brother Keanu, wasn't there. Finds Keanu left wing, now left corner, Dave Peterson. Peterson dribbles it up towards the left wing, up top now to Kavika, who will set up the play call near midcourt. Straight away, guarded by Vickers. 1:14 left. Left wing Casey, up top to Kavika. Kavika finds Keanu on the right wing. Keanu up top to Kavika with 1 minute left. Gives to Keanu on the right wing. Keanu up top. Dave left wing to Casey. He'll pass up to Keanu, who will give to Kavika. Kavika trying to dribble drive on Vickers. He'll go all the way to the hole, and a nice layup for him is no good. Van Komen's able to get the rebound. His shot put up is no good, as Van Komen's still battling, and as Folks gets the rebound.
They're going to call a foul on Kavika Aquina, as he's saying that Folks gave him an elbow. Very physical play down low. You got to finish at the rim. Kavika had a wide open layup, couldn't finish. Matt Van Komen had a tip in that we thought was going to fall, wasn't able to.
But man, Folks has played an unbelievable game. One of the best of his career. I don't really know a lot about him, but he's probably got 5 rebounds and he's got 11 points.
31-28. Miners lead with 35 seconds left in the third, and the Miners are now just going to hold the ball for the last shot.
So here we go. At 28 seconds, it's going to be Vickers holding it near midcourt.
.20 seconds now.
He's just holding the net. Dribbles towards the left side, near the referee. And now he will start the play. With 10 seconds, Vickers now dribbles to the left. Screen set for him. He'll dribble up top. Gives to down low to Carlson. Carlson just beats Van Komen, but he's unable to get the layup to go. Casey Brown loses the ball handle as the ball is just going to be on the floor.
I think Matt tipped that a little bit as Carlson was trying to get a slam to end the quarter. Not able to do it. Miners lead 31-28 to these Pleasant Grove Vikings. It's very slow pace third. I got to say, 12 points for the Miners, 11 or I think 10 points for the Vikings.
10 points.
In that third, very slow pace, and they just really got to pick up and find some confidence in the post play. Whenever they find Matt, when they rarely do, he can't do anything down low because of Carlson, but you got to get inside the paint with someone else besides Matt to open up the three-point shooters.
Oh, man. It's going to come down to one quarter. It's going to come down to one quarter. 8 minutes to decide the Viking and the Miner seasons. This could be it. This could be it. This is going to be it for one of these teams. So we're going to see which of these teams has the mental toughness to pull this one out. 31-28 with 8 minutes left with the fourth quarter not started yet. Deep breath, Logan?
I don't know. I know. It's going to be tough.
Pleasant Grove has not played well all game. They have not played well.
One stat, Carlson still only has 2 points.
2 points.
Matt Van Komen has
Defense
8.
on Carlson we thought was going to be the key, but Pleasant Grove has played not very good at all. What's the, sorry, before you set that down, 3-point field goals? 3 of 8?
3 of 8 from the three-point line.
3 of 8.
The Miners are 6 of 13. That's where all their points have came from. That's where 12 of them, more than that, 18 of them
18
have came
points.
from. And they have only 31.
Half of their points have come from threes.
And it's great defense by the Vikings. It's just the Miners able to hit their shots.
So here we go. Yeah. So here we go. 8 minutes. Bingham Miners basketball. And here we go. Vickers passes on the right wing. That's going to be Folks. Folks then gives back to Vickers in the right corner. Vickers throws it out. Open three. He's got it. Number 2, Leighton Parker from the corner. Wow, Bingham showing that they want this.
Yeah, extends the lead to 6, 34-28. 7:40 left in the fourth. Miners lead by 6.
Keanu Aquina straight away. Gives to Ethan Coombs on the left wing. Now to Casey Brown on the right wing. Brown going to get a screen from Ethan. They're going to reset up the play. Casey one-on-one. He'll drive on the right side, and a foul is going to be called a blocking foul on that's Davis.
On the ground. I like the penetration by Casey Brown. Let's see him. They got to get inside. The Miners looking very confident with that three-point play that the coach for the Bingham Miners drew up, and it worked to perfection. 34-28.
Inbound to Casey Brown. His layup is no good as Casey misses an open layup. And going quick the other way is Bingham. A nice Euro step from the man who has killed Pleasant Grove all day, Preston Folks. This 8-point lead feels like it's a 20-point lead right now for the Vikings.
It's the biggest hole of this game.
Keanu Aquina dribbles left. He's all the way to the basket, pulls it up, gives to Ethan Coombs. Coombs dribble drive. Nowhere to go, finds Dave Peterson in the right corner. Dave dribbles into the middle of the floor. There's nothing there. He should have shot that. He was kind of open.
And it looks like the Vikings are scared to shoot at this point.
Casey Brown reverses dribble, gets a screen from Van Komen. Casey's going all the way to the hole. Pump fakes on Carlson, and Carlson swats him. Van Komen gets the board and puts it in, though.
Nice.
Matthew Van Komen is playing one of his best games of the season.
36-30. Miners lead by 6. Matt's got 10. 6:30 left in this ball game.
And a double-double. And Bingham is just going to be content with up 6, just kind of hold the possession. Inside to Davis from the elbow. Davis kicks it out to Youngblood. Youngblood going hard to the hole. Kicks it out. Davis, 18-footer. Got it.
And they're not going to miss. They're shooting lights out. 38-30. Their last 3 shots for the Miners falling.
So Casey Brown, we've got to find an answer. Casey Brown dribbles left. Reverses his dribble, but Youngblood's right there. Casey dribbles inside. Kicks it out. Dave Peterson, left wing. Peterson gets a screen from Van Komen. He'll dribble in. Dave pump fakes a 3. He's wide open, but a swat by Leighton Parker. Leighton Parker came from behind and swatted him. Parker's going to pull up, gives to Davis. Davis left wing 3. It's good.
They're running away with this ball game. 11 points now. The Miners are up 41-30. They're not missing. They're looking confident. They have all the energy, all the momentum. The Vikings,
they have scored exactly 10 points every quarter, Bingham. And they've scored 10 points in the first 2 minutes here.
Yeah, the Vikings just flatlined. Check their pulse. It's not going. They are dead right now. 5:49 left in the fourth. 41-30. The Miners lead by 11. Devastation.
This 11-point
frustration.
This 11-point lead feels like about like 30 points, does it?
It really does. Mainly because 11 points is like a 30-point lead with how little scoring there is in this ball game. And the slow tempo from the Vikings has not worked all season. They're more of a fast break team, fast shooting three-point team, and when they slowed it down, it just hasn't worked. Only 30 points so far.
We really thought that if you shut down Braden Carlson, that this game would be Pleasant Grove's, and they have, but Pleasant Grove has not played up to their potential at all. 0% potential. They have only scored 30 points. We have seen them put up 31 points in the first quarter, in a quarter.
We did see it.
Against Chino Hills.
We've seen Keanu Aquina
31 points in the first quarter.
3 straight in the third quarter for the Vikings to score 88. They've hit 23s in one game, and yet they are not living up to how good they really are.
41-30, Bingham leads. If you haven't been listening, it's not been Braden Carlson. It's been really the man, the myth, the legend, Preston Folks.
And Parker as well has 12.
Yeah,
Folks has got 13.
Folks has 13. Parker has 12. So that's what, 25 points right there?
There it is.
Nearly equaling Pleasant Grove right there. So those two guys are killing Pleasant Grove, mostly from deep. Inbound to Kavika, who's going to be picked up full court. Kavika gets past half court, though, very quickly. He'll go all the way to the hole. Not really a lot to go. Keanu Aquina, right wing 3. They need it. Off the front of the rim. And a rebound goes to Bingham as Leighton Parker goes the other way. Right wing now to Folks. Folks is going to give to Carlson, wide open jumper. It rims out. Is Van Komen able to get the rebound?
Keanu's got to hit that 3. 41-30. Miners leading.
Kavika, wide open. He'll dribble inside. Picks up his dribble in the key and throws it out to Casey Brown. They're going to need some hustle here. 41-30. Casey Brown, screen set. Casey's going left all the way to the hole. Tosses up a floater off the front of the rim.
They can't buy a shot.
They have scored 2 points here in this fourth quarter. Here we go. Carlson's wide open down low. He's going to go up, and he's going to be fouled by Kavika.
And a great foul by Kavika. So now let Carlson go up and dunk that. Carlson's got to prove it at the free throw line. Could extend the lead to 13.
Good job by Kavika. That was a great foul. Carlson was going to go up and put the hammer down on Pleasant Grove. Kavika went up and met him, not at the rim, but a little bit lower. Got a foul.
Just pulled the arm down, didn't let him go up for the dunk.
Braden Carlson trying to get his, third points of the game, and he gets it.
He
That's
actually has
Pleasant Grove.
4. That's his fifth.
Fifth point. I am sorry.
Excuse me, I should have told you that he did make one more bucket.
I should have just noticed. 5 minutes left in this game, and Pleasant Grove looks dead in the water. They look absolutely done. As the free throw goes off the back of the rim, Carlson gets a rebound. As Folks looks like he was going to take a three, he'll kick it out to Parker. Parker then goes down to Youngblood. Down low, Carlson beats up Van Komen down low, but a good rebound by Kavika as that shot is missed. Kavika pushing the pace, throws it out to Keanu. Keanu left wing three. It's not going to go in, as Ethan Coombs can't get the rebound, and Bingham is going to get it. Keanu Aquina has not played up to his potential, and Pleasant Grove is at 30 points in the fourth quarter as Kavika gets a steal. Kavika's playing incredible. Kavika dribbles in all the way to the hole, and he's going to get swatted. I don't know what Kavika's thinking.
He had Keanu left corner, Ethan Coombs right corner, and he decides to take it. We've seen him do it against Lone Peak twice. Why is this kid still shooting like that? You've got to pull it out.
A great defensive play is turned into really, really, really bad offense. 4:26 left, 42-30, as Pleasant Grove, they don't have much in the tank. Keanu has missed his last 2 3-pointers that were open looks. And a timeout is going to be called by Bingham. Coach is going to tell him to slow down the pace. But that 11.2-minute burst from Bingham leaves Pleasant Grove only scoring 2 points in the fourth quarter and looking like this season is going to come to an end. There's 4 minutes left, and we've seen Pleasant Grove come back from bigger deficits in littler of time because Pleasant Grove is able to hit threes, but the confidence level is in the basement.
And like you said, they have nothing left in the tank. They've used about 10% of their energy, and they just don't know how to access the rest. I don't know what happens when they have to face actual competition. They're just not able to finish or to find their confidence. We saw it against Lone Peak twice, where they should have blown them out with how good they were. They had not lost a game besides Chino Hills, and yet Lone Peak still came in and just outplayed them, out-hustled them. The confidence level for the Vikings is lower than I've ever seen in this fourth quarter.
We could witness one of the greatest comebacks of this state tournament right now. With how bad Pleasant Grove is playing, they are down 12 points. Bingham has possession of the basketball. 4:17
Folks
left.
just got named the Mountain Star player of the game so far.
And he should be. Folks has been incredible. And he has the ball on the right corner. He'll dribble in all the way, left wing. Davis is open for three, and Davis gets it.
15 points now. The Miners are up 45-30. 4 minutes left in the fourth. I don't see it happening.
It looks very dim. Kavika dribbles in towards the paint, kicks it out. Casey Brown. Brown tries to go all the way to the hole, and he's stripped of the basketball, but he is fouled by Folks. 3:56 left. I really thought Pleasant Grove was going to come out and they were going to take over this game. But Bingham has proved everybody wrong.
I mean, kudos to Bingham so far. They shot lights out in this fourth quarter.
Up top, Casey Brown's wide open from the top of the key, and that shot goes down.
Nice. 33-45, cuts it back down to 12. Only 4 minutes left in the fourth, though. 3:48.
Folks gets the inbound, then goes to Leighton Parker. Parker tosses it up to Folks. That's a dangerous pass. Folks somehow gets it, but a foul's going to be called on Casey Brown. We just need. It looks like it's going to be too little, too late from Pleasant Grove.
I mean, it's not too late, but it is too little. They're just not putting up the numbers that we're used to seeing.
Down low, Carlson on Van Komen. Carlson spins and turns. Van Komen, great defense, but Carlson gets it to go. Back up to 15, 47-33. As Kavika Aquina trying to go hard to the hole. Nothing to it, and he turns it over. Kavika turns it over, and Bingham is just going to... Man, you can hear it in my voice and in our voices. We're just disappointed that the season's going to come to an end this way. Folks down low, Carlson on Van Komen. Spin move, bucket. Doesn't go. Van Komen gets the rebound. Carlson has had one of the most off days he will ever have as a basketball player, and Pleasant Grove is unable to take advantage.
If nothing else, Matt Van Komen's been playing outstanding as he just drew the foul on Carlson. Outplaying him. The sophomore is looking like the Division I recruit that we thought he was going to be, and soon will be. Playing outstanding. He's got 10 points,
12 rebounds,
12 boards, and 5 blocks, and only 1 turnover. With the team's 8, the Vikings just not shooting well.
Ben Coleman's free throw goes down. Man, if you would have asked me before this game what needed to happen, I would have said Matt would have needed to play really well and Carlson would have had to play really bad. And that's exactly what's happened. But Bingham has just proved that they have more weapons than a Swiss Army knife. They really have. From
9 of 16.
Leighton Parker to Dax Milne, Jaden Vickers, Tanner Davis, Preston Folks. They've all been hitting shots. Carlson finally is getting on the board. He only has 6.
9 of 16 from the three-point line are the Miners. 9 of 16. That's NBA stats right there.
That's what Pleasant Grove had last game. Inbound to Youngblood, guarded by Kavika. They're getting up to Leighton Parker, up to Vickers. It's going to be a 3-on-1 situation. Vickers lobs up to Carlson. And a charge call is going to be called. Great job by Ethan Coombs setting his feet.
Ethan Coombs trying to help Vickers up. He lets him. Vickers trying to give that good soccer try of a fake, that he was harmed. Really hit the ground pretty lightly. 47-35. David Peterson's going to be checking in for the Vikings.
3 minutes left.
They're down by 12 with 3 minutes as Kaino Maldonado's going to be checking out. He was in only for the defensive end. No energy in this gym at all. Not even for the minor section. I don't see anyone up going giddy about their 12-point lead right now.
With 2:53, Pleasant Grove needs something quick. Kavika's dribbling near midcourt, passes to Keanu Akina, left wing. Akina passes back to Akina, that's Kavika. Kavika dribbles left side, he's all the way to the hole, and he nearly turns it over, gets it to Ethan Coombs in the right corner, going hard on Carlson. Ethan Coombs, good pivot moves, and Carlson stuffs him, but gets him with the body. Coombs is going to go to the free throw line, and a great job by Ethan Coombs.
Hey, Carlson didn't like it. You can't put the hip into the player. That's going to be a foul every time. Coombs is going to get a chance to hit 2 free throws, cut the lead to 10 with 2:37 left in this ball game. And we got to see some good turnovers and some great defensive play from the Vikings. I meant turnovers from the Miners. As Kainoa Maldonado's checking in for the defensive end. David Peterson is going to be taking a seat.
47-36. Coombs at the line for one more to put this within 10. And he gets it. 10 points with 2:37. Pleasant Grove just can't allow another bucket. Inbounds into Youngblood. Youngblood is going to be corralled by 3 players. Leighton Parker gets it to Youngblood again. Youngblood trying to get it past half court, gets it to Leighton Parker. Pleasant Grove playing a really big trap defense. Leighton Parker dribbles left, reverses that's Youngblood, dribbles to the free throw line. He'll go all the way to the hole. Shot's missed. I don't know why he shot it, as Kavika loses control of the ball, as somehow Kavika lost it. Vickers caught it.
Holy cow, what a great save by Vickers.
Leighton Parker driving hard to the hole, kick it out to Youngblood on the right wing. They're going to let Bingham shoot. Lobs up to Carlson. Ethan Coombs steals it, but Leighton Parker somehow gets it back, and a foul is going to be called.
And a wrestle down low.
Oh, Pleasant Grove had the turnover they wanted.
And just couldn't corral the ball. Couldn't get possession of it. 2:02 left in this ball game, 47-37. And the foul call was on the Vikings. You have to get that board. Once they hooked that up, you got to get that defensive rebound. David Peterson's going to be coming in for the Vikings. I know Maldonado's going to be taking a seat.
Youngblood trying to find somebody to inbound to. He'll inbound it up top to Leighton Parker. Parker on the left wing splits the defense, and he's fouled again.
Kavika reached in. It wouldn't have been a foul except for Kavika was supposed to foul there.
It's 5.
That's 5. Team fouls is 6 for the Vikings, 7 for the Miners.
Kavika fouls out with no points, but a really good effort from him.
Kavika played very well.
I really think he did.
This game had some sloppy turnovers, though. That would be my only complaint from him. And he's got to have the right vision on the court. Kainoa Maldonado checks in for the Vikings. As Jake Jensen has some words to say to Kavika.
Inbounding Youngblood all the way up top to Leighton. The ball is tipped around and is stolen by Pleasant Grove. Keanu has it. He goes past everybody. He's going to take a pull-up 3 from the left wing, and it's off the front of the rim. Keanu has not had anything in the tank today.
It's going to be Pleasant Grove's ball, though. And Keanu, let's hit a 3, please.
He's 0 for 4 on his last attempts.
Keanu Akina is 1 of 7. 1 of 7 from the three-point line.
Kainoa Maldonado loses his dribble, gives to Dave Peterson. Dave Peterson at the free throw line, and that pass.
Coombs. Sorry, I'm turning into the fan. Ethan Coombs, don't reach up that ball. It's about 10 feet in the air. Ethan Coombs thought it was a pass to him as David Peterson was wide open in the corner.
Oh, inbound all the way down there to Davis. Davis's layup is good as a full court inbound turns into a bucket. As Keanu Aquino on the left corner three. It's off the front of the rim. Keanu can't buy a bucket tonight, and he's just got to be frustrated.
He's 1 of 8. 1 of 8 from the three-point line. The Hawaiian transfer not playing his best game. Probably playing his worst game ever in his whole career as the Bingham Miners.
And that's not a diss on Keanu. That is that's just incredible that 1 of 8 could be his worst game. He is an incredible three-point shooter.
He is. He leads the state, I'm pretty sure, in three-pointers. He's not able to hit it today. And shooter's memory, hopefully he can come back. Hopefully we can see him playing some college basketball next year. He is deciding to go on an LDS mission, though, which is good to hear. 1:32 left in the fourth. Bingham Miners lead the Pleasant Grove Vikings 49-37, and the Miners are shooting a 1-on-1 situation.
As the free throw was missed, pass quick up to Keanu. Keanu dribbles inside. A layup for him should be good, and it is. 1:25 left. Pleasant Grove cuts it down to 10. And, man, I don't want to be this guy, but if Keanu hits his last 2 three-pointer attempts that were pretty wide open, and then that's a 2-point ball game right now. So
yeah,
the 2 threes and then that layup. But
well, let's say he hits 4 of 8 this game. Shoots really well. That's 9 points more.
Yep.
He's just not shooting today. That's all right. Matt Van Komen, let's give it up for the big man.
For real.
Played so well this whole game.
He's going to be out because they don't need him on the defensive end. They just need scoring.
12 points for Matt Van Komen, 12 rebounds, 5 blocks, and shut Brandon Carlson down. Brandon Carlson has had 7 points. 4 of them were not against Matt Van Komen when he was out.
2 of them were free throws.
And 2 of them were free throws.
He hasn't. I don't think he scored on Van Komen.
I don't think he has either. He did have one, actually.
Oh, he had a layup.
He did have one layup. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That's why he has 7. And like you said, I thought if Brandon Carlson didn't play well and Matt Van Komen played well, that would be the game. They proved us wrong. We did say they needed to hit some three-pointers. The Vikings did. They weren't able to do it.
Bingham is the defending state champions, and they are proving why. Really here,
And
they have so many guys that are able to hit shots.
Definitely.
Really stagnant defense and they're going to lob it up to Carlson. Carlson's going to catch it on the run. As Casey Brown, or Ethan Coombs strips it from Carlson, but a foul is going to be called on Coombsy. As they've done that twice now where they've just ran Carlson and Youngblood just on a Hail Mary, and it's been wide open.
Yeah, Carlson not the best free throw shooter. It's a 1-on-1 situation. Barring the amazing comeback, the Bingham Miners are going to be moving on to play for the state championship once again.
Carlson's free throw rims out. Casey Brown gets it. You need a lot of points, and you need it in a hurry. Brown gives to Dave Peterson on the right wing. Dave straight away. He'll take a jumper from 18 feet, and it's off the side of the rim. Kainoa Maldonado hustles for the rebound, gets it to Keanu. Keanu pump fakes and dribbles in. Kicks it out to Dave Peterson, left wing. Corner, Kainoa. Great pass to Ethan Coombs on the right wing, and that's no good. Kainoa Maldonado really played very well. I mean, he's only come in defensively, but a good touch pass there to get guys open. A good rebound by him. The shortest player on the floor gets a good rebound. I really like the way Kainoa's played.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. Kainoa Maldonado, such a hustler. Shortest player on the team. I think he's, 5'5"?
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Doesn't shoot much, averaging 0.6 points per game.
It's Carlson's second free throw. Rims out again as Pleasant Grove needs some points off these misses. They're getting open looks. Ethan Coombs is going to catch the ball, and he's going to be stuffed by Carlson, but somehow the basket goes, and that's going to be a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
We do better commentating sitting down. They're actually scoring some buckets. Ethan Coombs with a great finish on Carlson can cut this down to 7 points with only 59 seconds left, though. 49-41 is the score. Coombs hits that 49-42. Full court pressing are the Vikings.
Inbound to Youngblood, easy inbound, and a foul just quick on Youngblood on Keanu Aquino.
And it's going to be in the double bonus, so he's going to be able to shoot 2 free throws now.
So Youngblood's going to go to the free throw line. I think he is 2 for 2. Can we get that stat?
Yeah. Youngblood is 2 for 3 from the free throw line.
All right.
Tonight. I mean, Youngblood's not the one you want to foul to go to the free throw line.
But he's the one that had the ball.
He did.
As Youngblood makes the first free throw, as they are now in the double bonus, so that's even going to be tougher.
Yeah, puts the lead back up to 8, 50-42 for the Miners.
Second free throw's up, and it's good.
I mean, let Carlson have a look at the ball. I would like him shooting the free throws for the Miners over anyone else right now.
Kainoa Maldonado picks it up, gives left wing to Casey Brown. Brown with 55 seconds gets it up to Kainoa. They're trying to get a play set up, and Kainoa's pass is stolen. Youngblood's going to go all the way in for a layup, and it's good. Finger roll.
53-42. The Miners just put the dagger in with 11-point lead.
Casey Brown goes hard to the hole. He is fouled on a dribble drive. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2 and try to put this back in single digits. It's over for Pleasant Grove. It has been one of the best seasons that Pleasant Grove has ever had. It really has.
Yeah, they're going to end 21-4. Played incredible. They have a lot of young talent as well.
This team is going to be very good for years to come as the Casey Brown misses his free throw.
But David Peterson gets the offensive board, jump ball call.
Pleasant Grove does get possession. Down 11. 35 seconds left. Pleasant Grove down 11. 53-42. Inbounds play looking. They'll throw it up to Keanu, who will catch it near midcourt. Keanu's going to dribble drive. Kicks it out Casey. Casey deep 3 from the left wing, and it's off the side of the rim. Dave Peterson gets a nice rebound. Goes up on Carlson. That doesn't go. Ball is tipped around. Carlson can't get it. Youngblood has it, and a foul is going to be called quickly on the Vikings.
Can fall.
It's just the lid was on the basket all night.
Let's look at this shooting percentage. The Vikings shooting 42% tonight. 38% tonight from the field. 42% inside the arc. 11 of 26. 4 of 13 outside shooting. I mean, you can't buy a bucket. They played great defense. To hold the Bingham Miners to 53 points is a very manageable game when you look at it. If I came into this and said the Miners are only going to have 53, I would have thought the Vikings can have upward of close to 60 points, right?
Nearly 70. As Davis makes one.
54-43. 53-43 is a score.
As Keanu Aquino misses another 3. He'll get his own rebound. He'll travel, but they don't call it. Gives to Ethan Coombs. Ethan Coombs with 12 seconds. Maldonado's going to dribble drive. He's all the way to the hole. And he'll get a stat sheet on. But with 5 seconds, that's going to be an end to the Pleasant Grove season.
I got to say, the player of the game tonight for the Bingham Miners is Folks. 13 points, 5 of 7 from the field. Insane shooting, 3 of 4 from the three-point line. And he just put the dagger in, hitting, 3 3-pointers. But Matt Van Komen, let's give it up to Matt Van Komen.
That gives me so much hope. Van Komen did not play very well in the middle of the season. He didn't play very well last night. We were like, man, is Matt going to step up tomorrow? And Matt did. I think if I would have come into this game and said, Matthew Van Komen's going to have 12 points and 12 boards and 5 blocks, that Pleasant Grove was going to win this game. But the lid was not off the basket tonight, and that's how it's going to stay until October, right? Is that when it starts?
Yeah, I think it's
November,
is
December.
When basketball season starts again. I can't wait. Casey Brown had 8 points as well. Did not shoot well. He only shot 30%. But for the 2 sophomores on this team to score 20 of the 42 points is good. It does bring me hope that next year or even in 2 years, they'll be here back again in the semifinals playing another great team.
The sad thing is about that statement that we won't. This will be it for our broadcast for basketball, for our high school career. We want to thank everybody that's listened to us throughout the season, giving us tips and helpers, enduring with us through all the bad times and everything. We want to thank everybody. Just wasn't meant to be this year. Losing in the state semifinals is not a thing to be ashamed of. But with the team that Pleasant Grove had, everybody will ask, what if? But for the seniors on this team, we want to thank them for what they've done, and we want to wish Pleasant Grove the best of luck to next year.
And I have to say, this was one of the best seasons of overall basketball in the state I've ever seen. Talent-wise, I've never seen talent like this, especially on the Viking squad as well. One thing, though, we'll have to keep staring at that 1961 banner until I don't know when. We can't. It'll be to be determined. TBD.
Until next year, we will see you again. Thank you so much for listening to us. For what we've done. We're going to finish on a positive note here. A great season from Pleasant Grove, just to come up a little bit short. Thank you for listening to us.
Once again, these sophomores.
Yeah.
To have 2 sophomores start the whole year. Kavika Kina did have a starting spot. Is now kind of the 6-man position who plays very well. That just, like you said, brings hope. They scored 20 of the 42 points tonight for the Vikings.
And that's how we're going to end. We'll see you next season when Pleasant Grove will for sure be back here. Thank you, and good...
No, wait, who are you?
Oh, we got to sign off, huh?
Yeah.
I'm Cole Karen.
And I'm Logan Beardall.
And we want to thank you for everything you've done.
We'll see you baseball season.
All right.